Welcome to a series on the outside and inside of leadership, where we focus on the outside skills as well as the inside of life transformation that is needed for enduring and sustainable Christian leadership. Today we want to focus on something that is important outside of leadership, the call to lead from who you are. Because leadership is a gift complex with several facets, there are a number of skills that good leaders practice and do. And I often recommend learning from a range of these facets to understand leadership and to benchmark our own personal growth. However, over time, I've realized that even as we learn all these different styles, there are certain skills we should major in and hone them to a high degree. Which are these? They differ depending on who you are. While not neglecting growth in various skills, the ones a leader should major, hone, and leverage most are those consistent with their personality and style. Let me use the simple DISC, the DISC personality profile, just as an example to illustrate my point. If you have a high D personality, the leadership style that you exhibit best are the goal-setting, problem-overcoming leadership style. While you need to learn sensitivity in relationships, you should leverage this goal problem-overcoming traits as your strongest point. If you have a high I personality, then the leadership you need to exhibit best are the connecting, vision casting, energizing leadership style. While you need to learn follow-up planning details, you should leverage this connecting vision energy traits as your strongest point. If you have the high S steady personality, the leadership you exhibit best are the caring, team building, empowering leadership style. While you need to certainly learn to drive goals, to communicate, you should leverage this care, team, empowering traits as your strongest point. And if you have a high C, conscientious personality, the leadership you exhibit best are the problem solving, the process development, the leadership kind of style. And while you need to learn to drive goals and build teams, you should leverage this solving process development trait as your strongest point. Now, this DISC frame is just an illustration. You can use any other personality too. But the underlying principle I want to communicate with us is this: you lead best, most naturally and in a sustainable way when you lead from who you are instead of trying to be too much another kind of leader. I have seen people who aspire to D leadership styles where their basic personality is otherwise. They end up hurting people, breaking goals and trust. The leader is uncomfortable, trying to be something he's not wired for. And the peace and the ease of a leader certainly affects the dynamics between them and their followers. But I have seen mature, high D personalities exercise the D leadership style, and sometimes people are hurt, but they manage to win people, bring them along, to build trust and achieve goals. They can carry the D personality trait much better than others can, and it's not a surprise. It is God who wired them to be that way. So I want to encourage you. Learn the various facets of leadership and grow in them. But as you do over time, mature and hone the facets consistent with your personality and who you are. Don't envy nor try to be another type of leader. If the traits that are not consistent with you are needed in your organization in a high and sustained way, well, we'll try to grow in them, but also find help for your gaps in your team. And as you do, I believe God will bless your leadership and your church life.